Hello, my name is Resch. I currently live in Macon, Georgia, and this is my invention, Fan Pure. 10 years old. I'm a biomedical photographer at a big hospital here in central Georgia. I don't have any kids that I could discuss, and I am engaged to the love of my life, Lacey, who just didn't appreciate that on that comment. It's my first time ever, so it's exciting. We're getting married in a year and a day from tomorrow, I believe. Yeah, so next year. Yep, all right. You want to know about obstacles I've had in my life? Well, I guess the biggest one would be I got laid off from my job in Cleveland as a biomedical photographer, and took 6 years of a lot of struggle to get back into a decent decent photography job again. So, but I've been here for 3.5 years, and people would say, I've been told, mainly by Lacey, that I'm my personality type. I'm adventurous, creative, determined, compassionate. I can be stubborn at sometimes, and I've been through this, and I think sometimes I'm funny. I don't know, sometimes, but. An example of my compassion is I do a lot of work with our local shelter here with a no-kill dog and cat rescue. I do the photography. So it works just by the blade spinning around on a ceiling fan. And if you're like us, you have the ceiling fan on pretty much year-round. When you want to reverse it for the seasonal change, you just have to take this off and flip it over to the other side, put the clips on. Don't even have to take the chain off, so it's something pretty simple to do. So it just goes around the air. It requires no additional electric, no additional housing. It doesn't take up any space and valuable living space in your home. So my invention here, which I have a provisional patent on, is at the very infancy of development. You're the first place I've gone to actually to seek help in getting this, seeing what kind of potential this has. I don't think I've done research and I don't see anything that's really similar to what this does. It also has an activated carbon filter there that filters out a lot of nasty stuff you don't want in your house, as been shown in this slide. So I've done quite a bit of research, and I haven't found anything anywhere similar to this on the market. So I'm hoping that that would make its uniqueness would make it valuable and something that somebody would want. And also, when people start seeing how much just dust and particulate and lint and fur and dander this picks up, I think word of mouth's going to spread, and people, especially with pets, are going to want some. I think the market for this would probably be anybody that wants to breathe cleaner air, especially people with pets, children, the elderly, people with respiratory compromise. Restaurants would probably go for this. I think this might be the next big thing because it requires no additional items to operate, and it's so easy to install, and it's effortless. Like I said, there's no extra motors or housings or anything like that. Another little aspect about it, if you don't want to take this filter out, this can be easily cleaned with a little attachment that could easily be made. It would be like a 90-degree attachment onto a vacuum cleaner hose, preferably one with a HEPA filter. So all you have to do is just, from standing on the ground, just vacuum out the stuff whenever it indicates by, of course, visibly getting dirty. The ultimate goal with this would be to see it get produced and help people's lives, make things easier, and yeah, that would be great to see something I just envisioned in my own head, create. Also, I need to get the utility patent approved and everything, and since I've made this right here over the span of about 3 months, using wood in my own workshop, I probably only have about $100 invested in it. Probably about 60 hours or so. So there's nothing being sold. All I have is the prototypes. I can envision this in retail going in the mid-20s, especially if you're going to have 5 units. Like our ceiling fan has 5 units of these, and of course you have to have them on every blade to keep the fan in balance. My invention would mean to me the satisfaction of having something out there that helps people live better, healthier lives, and it would be good to get make a little bit extra money. I have a wedding to pay for in a little over a year. So Triple MI, as I like to call it, is y'all are the first place that I've talked to. So I just got this thing done, and I tested it and make sure it worked, and it worked fine. And you're the very first place that I've been to. Of course, I would love to see the prototype being made by your people. This thing's been it's gone really easier than I anticipated. Really, haven't had any problems. I was worried about putting them on all the blades when I turned it on at first. I was worried about the balance. Something would happen, but it spun fine. Makes a nice kind of a pretty noise. Yeah, so it went really well. My family and friends that I've told about this, especially, have all been very positive. A lot of them with cats, especially, have said they would really love to have it. Especially I showed them the photos and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, that's great." I mean, people thought it was brilliant, to be honest. One unique little aspect about this little carbon filter, which I made out of a Tic Tac box, by the way, so I have a lot of Tic Tacs, is 1 gram of this activated carbon has a square surface area of 10,000 square feet, which, that's crazy. I mean, my whole house is only 1,500 square feet. So that's how it really works, and stuff's great. And also with these little cartridges, they could be switched out with something else. Fragrances that are long lasting. Something like that. It doesn't have to be the activated carbon. So in closing, I would like to just thank you sincerely for giving me the opportunity to submit some materials and information to you. If this isn't, if this doesn't make it, then I think you should look for me in the future for some other things, because I have some other ideas that I'm just getting off the ground right now also. But this is my first, and please contact me if you have any questions at all, any concerns. I'm DS Resch. My website is dsfotoguy.com. You can check that out. I got a lot of nice photos, a lot of nice dog photos and such, and all kinds of other stuff. So thank you very much for your time and consideration. I greatly appreciate it.
Anybody can join, and there is no center. And we're changing what we're doing because of it.
Which brings us back to the web and how open source moved from natural philosophy to the world of technology. So remember that in the early 90s, God was always using an open source model, and at that time, he was an outlier in the tech world. Most major advances in tech weren't coming from some big collaborative process.